Okay, so let me just tell you all, there's more bad news because another black man was found hanging from a tree, okay, in North Carolina. So let's get into it because if it isn't one thing, it's always another. And that's why you all don't have time to be worried about what maggots are talking about. We have bigger fish to fry. We need to be trying to figure out what we're going to do about all these strange fruit. Okay? Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Please be sure to like the video. It helps us in the algorithm. And it doesn't cost you a thing.
9 was found hanging in North Carolina. Let's get into it. In Roanoke Rapids, police are investigating the death of 38-year-old Demetrius Eugene Fleming. Now, Demetrius was found hanging from a tree Friday at a home on Roanoke Avenue. Now, the police chief, Lawrence Wiggins, is calling the situation an open investigation. Now, the initial 911 call came in as an attempted suicide from somebody that was close to the scene, but not on the scene. An autopsy is underway. According to his obituary, Demetrius Fleming was a husband, father of 9, and a musician who brought a lot of joy to his community. Now, understand this comes just days after a 32-year-old black man was found hanging from a tree near Nash Square in downtown Raleigh. Raleigh police ruled it a suicide and said that surveillance video they have shows that he acted alone. And then there's the case of 16-year-old Juliana Nzita, a Congolese immigrant found hanging from a tree on church grounds in Charlotte on May 8, 2026. Police ruled it a suicide within 3 days, and no autopsy was ever performed, only a physical examination, and her phone was never found, and the police never even interviewed the guy who discovered her body. Her family is still seeking answers. We also can't forget Cedric Tehu. On June 6, 2026, the 36-year-old Congolese immigrant and community activist was found hanging from a tree at Harris Depot Park in Harrisburg, North Carolina. Now, Cedric was a community activist. The Carboris County Sheriff's Office determined that no foul play was involved and said that there was physical evidence that was consistent with suicide. 4 black people have been found hanging within a year. 3 out of 4 of those have been ruled a suicide so far, and the police are telling people not to speculate. But when you have 4 hangings taking place in a state that had hundreds of documented cases of lynchings, you can't help but wonder if something deeper is going on. Monique with the Black Belt Daily, signing out.
Now, I know darn well that you all know that these are not self-deletions. Okay, and then they're not even interviewing people about it. They don't even have any questions. Okay, the lack of them even being curious enough to try to find out or speak to the witnesses, the person who found the body, they didn't even interview him. Now that tells you right there what they're up to. These devils are out here hunting black folk, and everybody wants to act like there's nothing to see here, folks. And y'all worried about what maggots are talking about? Please forget what they're talking about. They're irrelevant. Okay? Y'all need to be worried about what in the hell's going on with black folk. Why are these people found in these trees? I guarantee you if it was the other way around, they wouldn't be talking about self-deletions. That's what they wouldn't be saying. Please pay attention. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
All black people that are listening to me right now to wake up, and you should be on high alert. We are being hunted. This keeps happening. Another black man has been found hanging in North Carolina just days after a man was found hanged in Raleigh. Police are not calling this a suicide right now. They can't determine whether it's self-inflicted or if something malicious happened. So let me tell you exactly what the authorities are saying before rumors take over, and also what we need to be doing as a black community. His name is Demetrius Eugene Fleming. He is 38 years old. Shortly after 6:45 a.m. yesterday morning, police responded to the 1900 block of Roanoke Avenue in Roanoke Rapids. The original 911 call reported an attempted suicide. When officers arrived on the scene, Fleming was already deceased and was found connected to what investigators described as a ligature. A ligature simply means some type of material used to tie, bind, or constrict, which could include a rope, cord, fabric, a belt, or something similar. It's important to note that police have not revealed what type of ligature was involved in Demetrius' death. Police Chief Lawrence Wiggins says this remains an open, equivocal death investigation. Investigators are pursuing all leads, examining nearby surveillance cameras, and an autopsy could determine whether there were any additional injuries. And right now, police say there's no evidence connecting Demetrius' death to the recent Raleigh incident. So what do we do as a black community? We should check on each other. We We should share our location with people that we trust. We need to let someone know where we're going and who we're meeting and what time we will arrive. We should be preserving threatening text messages and videos. If you witness something suspicious, you need to document it safely and report it, and demand a thorough and transparent investigation. The authorities don't have enough evidence to call this a lynching. They don't have enough evidence to call this a suicide. This is what they're saying right now. So we have another family that deserves answers and a community that deserves the truth.
Let me tell you all something. Excuse me. At the end of the day, they're going to come back and say it was the same old thing. Okay. They're just pussyfooting around it. If you pay attention, the last time they did the same thing, when they found that young lady, 29 years old, I believe she was, and they said they didn't have any information as to what it was. They're still investigating. And then they came back and said self-deletion. This is what they do. They just try to appease us because they know that we've been constantly saying that that's the first thing they come out and say. So now, instead of just coming right out and saying it, they'll wait a couple of days and then come out and say it. It's the same old soup twice warmed over. That's all it is. That'll be what they say. Please pay attention. Okay. And they know exactly what's going on just as well as we know what's going on. And quite frankly, I believe it's the police, like I've been telling you all, because who else is able to get these Black people to go off somewhere with them when, first of all, we already know what's going on. So do you think Black people are just so ignorant that they're just going to be wandering off with strange people who don't look like them? Because we already know it's people who don't look like them that's doing it. So with that all being said, you think they're just going to be wandering off with some random strange people or persons? No. Somebody with authority is doing this and making them feel obligated that they have to go. Maybe telling them they're under arrest or that they're being detained or that they're going to be taken in for questioning. And let's not forget that in Florida, a few years ago, maybe more than a few years ago, about a decade or so ago, there was a police officer who was disappearing people. Yeah, he would act like he's going to help them. There was a Black guy whose car was broken down on the side of the road. He went and assisted him or pretended he was going to assist him. And the guy was never seen again. Body found weeks or maybe months later. Same thing he did to an Hispanic person. He just went and picked a Hispanic dude up. He was sitting outside on the steps with his friends. He pulls up and tells him he's got questions for him, makes him get in the car, and nobody ever sees him again. I don't even think they ever found his body. So I'm just saying, I think absolutely it is the police. Okay? Absolutely. Not just police officers, but police officers and other people working with them. Now, that's what I think, and I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Okay, because we know historically when these things happen, when Black people were lynched, the police were always involved. Go check it. So that all been said, views, opinions, allegations, and accusations expressed by guests, third parties, or commenters are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the original Queen QueenAShakur show or any of my affiliate channels or social media accounts. Content is presented for commentary, discussion, reporting, and educational purposes. Discussion of an allegation does not mean the allegation is true or endorsed by this channel. All persons are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.